Previously on Commandos, the boys reunite for the battalion phase of training.
The actual journey begins here. You are the very junior in handling camp.
And get a harsh lesson in discipline.
Every single time I go, nobody can get it right.
Trust and teamwork.
You're not just going to work as an individual, you will work with your team.
This week, mission mode kicks in as the boys undergo intensive combat tactical training.
Team 2, cover! Explode!
Some grapple with their dipping form.
I was at the very back. He encouraged me to carry on.
Don't stop, don't stop.
Others step up their game to take charge.
We'll push them to their limits. We'll make them feel vulnerable.
1, ISO, Team 3, alright! Over!
Hey, hello! Come in.
Over the past few months, the trainees of Bravo 3-4 Company have acquired specialized combat skills and earned their rights to become paratroopers. Now, battalion phase is in full swing. New detachment bonds have been forged.
As we progress, we keep on doing more trainings, exercises together. We more or less know each other's strengths, and now the chemistry is there and we are more bonded as a detachment.
And training has taken a whole new turn.
Over here, in battalion, we are training them to be operationally ready soldier. Commando is the elite of the elite. If you can't motivate yourself, then people can't motivate you.
To become operationally ready commandos, the boys will be put through a series of intensive tactical trainings over the next 3 months. At the core of battalion stage now is getting used to training in combat gear. Doing so allows them to simulate the actual load they are expected to carry during battle.
Okay, so today's objective is just to build up your combat fitness. Today we'll be doing a 1.5k SPO run, so you guys know the route. So timing to me is the 1.5k in under 10 minutes 30. Okay? Yes, sir. Okay, let's go. Go.
Right now, the training is meant to balance our combat fitness and our physical fitness. SBO training is quite tough because lately the weather has been really hot. Then when we put on our RBVs and do some static PT, right, the heat will accumulate in our body.
But not all of them are up to the mark yet. But don't you? He's struggling to keep up with the routine physical training.
My body cannot acclimatize to the heat, and my lower back was kind of aching when we did our run. As a result, I was slowing down, then I was at the very end, at the very back. For me, I think it's quite tough because I don't have the ability to run as fast as my peers. And sometimes I get tired quite easily because I was quite fat.
Let's go.
It's up to Detachment Commander Marcus to ensure that none of his men lags behind.
Marcus can't help me, he encouraged me to carry on. So with him around, he pushed me and I continue to persevere on.
With their morning physical training out of the way, the trainees gear up for another exercise. Their very first raid rehearsal as a detachment. For Azar, who has graduated from the leaders course, he has a special role this week.
I was appointed to be the main company deck sergeant for this week. So basically, I'm supposed to take charge of everyone, ensure that everyone meets the timing that is required. What Captain KJ wants to see is the breaking point all the way until extrication. And today's password will be long day. So basically, I get things done, and I make sure things are done.
Company at ease. Okay, how are you going to run this? Very simple. Every detachment you're going to come out and show me what you all practiced so far. There will be injects along the way. Then you all have to react to your injects and run through your contingency accordingly. Are you ready? Yes, sir. Who's the first detachment?
First up is Detachment 4, as Detachment Sergeant Sharvin is tasked to lead his unit in today's exercise. This is the first time the trainees will rehearse a tactical mission as part of component training. Each detachment will work as one small unit and forge an invasion into enemy territory. Today's battleground is their own parade square.
My role in this mission, right, I'm the detachment sergeant. So I'm in charge of Team 2, the assault team.
These two postal sites, you all cover the sites.
So basically what we have to do is we have to destroy the antenna tower. So we need to breach into the place. So as a Team 2, one of the Team 2 members, right, I will cut the wires so that Team 1 can go in and breach in. So I'll follow behind them.
MG, Season! Team 1 move! MG, Chili Crab, moving!
Our first key objective to take down is the computer room.
Sharvin must successfully translate his planning on the field. If he loses command and control of his unit, the raid can be over in a matter of seconds.
If we do get contacted, our MG will start firing. So when our MG fires, right, that means all hell break loose.
Team 2, cover!
Sharvin must stay calm under pressure to earn the respect from his men.
I think if you stay calm, right, everything will go the way you want it to. If you become pressurized, maybe you might make mistakes.
Once the mission is over, they have to vacate the area quickly, along with all of the casualties.
Fire! Security!
I don't expect to see another mistake from now on. Same mistake. Everyone understand? Yes, sir. The command and control rate is there. The DC is able to react of the situation that's happening.
Sharvin and his team had a successful rehearsal, but coming up for them is an outfield night exercise. And under the cover of darkness, it's easy to lose control.
Hey, hello! Come in. Got it.
The trainee commandos of Bravo 3-4 Company are well underway into their battalion phase, where they are acquiring advanced tactical training.
MG, Chili Crab! Team 2, cover!
Now, they are about to put to practice what they have learned in a night raid on Pulau Tekong, a mark of all Special Forces units.
Now, what makes a commando the ability to plan and prosecute any operation, especially being able to make decisions under the most toughest conditions.
Each detachment will set out before sundown and will have to navigate their way to enemy territory.
Put on a good show.
Walking there with your field pack that's almost 22 kilograms is pretty demanding on our shoulders and our body. Once you get to your location, right, you have to fight. And that's even more physically demanding. And if you fail your mission, right, you have to do it again.
The aim of this final Tekong exercise, there were two objectives that I set out for them to achieve. First is to assess and evaluate their detachment planning, as well as to execute what they have planned out in the field. Secondly, to assess how they be able to react and think when they are in a prolonged mission profile, back to back.
The mission will not only put physical pressure on the trainees, but will also test them psychologically. As detachment sergeant, Sharvin needs to lead his men and keep their spirits up at all times.
For now in battalion life, right, we are focusing on enemy territory really. It's a challenge to actually walk at night because uneven ground, plus you're carrying equipment, it's actually quite hard.
His key role tonight is to execute weeks of planning and raid practice in Hendon Camp into mission success out in the field.
Basically, before we enter the objective, Team 1 will be entering first. Then we will just follow behind Team 1. So that's where our command and control will come in. So during our walking, Brian actually he sprained his ankle and it's quite bad also.
With Brian having to sit out for the raid, Sharvin is already one man short in his assault team and has a tough challenge at hand.
Be precise and be deliberate in whatever drill you're doing. Okay? You will be rushing to fight within each hour, but just remember Euro drills has to be there. This is a Euro mission. Okay?
In these high-intensity conditions, the Commando's modus operandi is clear. Get in, defeat enemy, and get out. Fast.
Hey, Team 2! Team 2, listen up! Team 2! Go, go, go! Sana! Take over MG!
14 plus 4.
Get down, get down, get down!
But with low visibility, their unfamiliarity with the enemy's territory starts to show.
Team 2, respond!
Under the watchful eye of Captain K. Jack, no mistake goes unnoticed.
Hey, hello. I'm talking to you. One more time I see your weapon down, the whole team will die. You hear what I say? One more time. We'll do this again. Good. Hey, hello! I'm dead.
A lapse in situational awareness and misplacement of charges have resulted in Sharvin's team failing to destroy the target and complete the mission.
Our planning was actually good, but when we went to the field, they changed everything. It was not from what we expected. We keep going into each other's arc of fire. Plus, we are not really orientated to the ground.
It is easy to lose sight of the enemy in complete darkness.
The aim behind this is to push them to their limits. By doing that, we'll make them feel vulnerable. They can only rely on their detachment mates to survive in the field and to achieve the mission success.
If the detachments do not clear their mission, they will have to do it again. And Deng Ju's team is about to find out just how hard it is. It's been 5 hours since they set off from their base camp, and they must battle their own fatigue to fight this mission. As a detachment, everyone has an important role to play to ensure that their months of training will come to fruition. And this is no exception for Demolition Specialist Deng Ju, who's armed with a crucial task in this mission.
My role for this mission was to lay charges and destroy the entire tower. My DC and my peers, they need to ensure that the enemy has been overrun before I can set my charges. I always feel very pressured and stressed before any mission. If I didn't prep properly, right, then the charges don't blow, right, then our whole mission will be wasted.
Come on me. Ready? Stand by. Stand by.
Hurry up, start
Team 1.
Room clear, 12, blue 76.
Showing.
Hurry up, someone put a 76.
With the weight of the mission resting on him, Deng Ju realizes that he cannot afford to make any careless mistakes.
This experience really shocked me. Okay, I'm in the real world now. And it's like a wake-up call.
Deng Ju manages to overcome his nerves, and his team achieves mission success on their first attempt.
My guys are the ones who should get the credit because they are fighting the enemy. They need to do those urban knocks, and they have to ensure the enemy is being overrun. They help me a lot during my mission.
No whiskey now. No whiskey now. Cancel. You run now. Cancel. go!
They executed what I need them to execute. Clearing the corridor, clearing the rooms, the security, be it the flank, the front or the rear. Actually, they did what they are supposed to do.
After a whole night of exercises, they must now make it back to base camp, together with those rendered as casualties.
Let's go.
When everybody check, right, nobody wants to do the work. So as a DS or maybe the sergeant check, we have to step up. So once we step up, our men will like look at us like, oh, okay, my sergeant's also doing it. I know he also more check than me. But then one by one, all start helping out.
One single attribute that all commanders should have, the never give up attribute. Regardless how tough or how hard the route in front of them they need to walk, regardless how fatigued they are, when they are tasked with a certain mission, they need to execute it, achieve the mission success, and come back alive.
The trainees have returned from the outfield mission on Pulau Tekong, but there's no room to rest easy. In 2 weeks' time, they will undergo their toughest field camp that will take place overseas and for 21 days straight. Proper physical conditioning of the body is crucial to ensure that the boys are in top form. A key step to preparation is the 35-kilometer route march, their longest one yet.
So what you're going to do today is a 35 km road march. We'll start from here. So you all know your usual 8k road. The one you walk to the middle of the ferry terminal. Then we'll rest behind the small open patch there, okay?
Yes, sir. Objective for this 35k is a build up to 72k. That's one. Secondly is to condition yourself for the upcoming overseas phase. Those who never complete 35k cannot walk 72k. And cannot walk 72k means cannot take road race. Clear? Yes, sir. Are you all good to go? Yes, sir.
My motivation to get everybody is to prove to my friends and families out there who say I cannot make it because before I come into army I was quite a lazy person. So if I get everybody, I'm quite happy.
Heading out in full battle order, they will have to carry equipment of up to 30 kilograms. It's a test of both physical and mental endurance.
We're not just detachment mates, we are brothers. So we have to push each other through. That's the only way we can make it through the route march.
After all the exercise we've been through and all the conditioning we have done and all the training, the improvised training they did for us, I think I'm ready for this challenge.
The boys are just into the first hour of their 35-kilometer long route march, and fatigue is already setting in.
My shoulder a bit numb now, but I still can go on. It's quite okay. I'm carrying Claymore mine, leg charge, and my devil box, and a Mangla torpedo. Some of my friends carry much more heavier stuff, so I have nothing to complain about.
It will take them approximately 6 more hours to complete the entire distance.
I'm feeling quite tired. I'll pull through the 35 kg because I have no choice. Just walk, don't think so much. Just carry the load and just walk.
The boys have survived their route march, but over the next few weeks they will have to complete a series of 5 stair climbs as part of their final preparation for overseas phase.
This stair climb activity is actually built up for them before they move over to their overseas training. So because overseas training, they're gonna experience different extreme terrain that's different from Singapore. they are required to climb up their bunk. So they'll climb to level 3 and they'll walk across the whole stretch and then they climb down to the parade square. The men have to carry approximately 15 to 20 kilos in the back.
But Brian may not be physically ready for it. Having just recovered from an ankle sprain, the strain of stair climb is taking a toll on him.
The previous 35-kilometer route march, I didn't participate. It sort of like clashed. So if I had to do it last night, so I had to continue the stair speedy today. So like either way, like sure die.
Brian's low physical fitness is a cause of concern for his detachment sergeant, Sharvin.
Brian he's not combat fit yet for overseas training because he missed a lot of outfields. I would want my men to complete overseas training because if they don't complete overseas training, I would have failed as a sergeant because they cannot get their rebuilding.
If Brian doesn't recover fully, he can risk his whole unit's success in the overseas mission. But keeping to the Commando spirit that no man is left behind, Sharvin has come up with a strategy to tackle the problem.
The only thing we can do is to just make his load lighter so that he will keep moving. Because we, as I was there, we all kind of know that he isn't like up to mark yet. That's why the rest of us, right, we are actually training more. I got a few of my dead mates, they put 7 or 8 hard plates inside their bag to add up to the weight, just to train out so that you are acclimatized to a heavier load.
For overseas training, if I recover in time, it may be okay. But I mean, even if I don't recover, it's going to be tough. Just that, yeah, maybe it'll be difficult if I don't recover in time.
As Brian deals with his doubts, others remain steadfast in achieving their ultimate target, securing the Red Beret.
I'm ready for the overseas training because it's basically our second last milestone before our 72 kilometers.
I think for to go there, I'm looking forward to sit on the plane without jumping because first time for me to go somewhere else to do training all this.
Okay guys, one last time. We are supposed to meet Saturday night, 2359. All clear? Yes, sir. Okay, we do this fast, you guys can rest fast. Can?
Next time on Commandos. Bravo Company is far away from home for their overseas training. They are thrown into harsh and unfamiliar jungles where their greatest challenge awaits them.
Let's go, push forward, push forward! Push forward! Push forward!
United, boxing!